Welcome to another BasedBellagio game review. Today is a mod of a game that I have been playing a lot. It is a mod for Total War Warhammer 3 called Radious, and it adds a whole bunch of units and different rebalancing to the game. A lot of lore-friendly stuff, some stuff a little bit harder to find, like the blood Noblars, but I'm sure they exist somewhere.
What? What the fuck?
All I know is it helps me have a much better campaign. The balances alone are worth looking into. Really, this mod shines in the units, in my opinion. It adds over 200 new unique units for all the factions. I have been playing the ogres a lot before using this mod, and now I did a campaign after installing this mod, and I love what it did for the ogres, which I feel is missing some units, some equipment, different things in their faction. That does not make them as good as other factions, and they've been nerfed all the way down to the ground with the small unit size. In my opinion, this mod buffs their unit size, buffs them pretty good, but it doesn't make them a super powerhouse. Remember, this updates every faction. For example, Greenskins, huge amounts of troops added. They already had a great roster, but now you have so many more tools for your wogs. No faction, I feel, is made into a mega powerhouse. I feel all the factions have been brought up and elevated together. I've tried the Greenskins, loved it. Next, I will be trying a good faction. You see the Empire's roster, super buffed. A lot of new tools to use against all the armies of darkness out there. Because in vanilla Warhammer 3, the Empire is a little weak in the Immortal Empire campaign, which is unfortunate. They don't have quite the repertoire to fight the demons if you are a mediocre to new player. You have to fully utilize all their heroes, all their mages, every single unit. Where now with a mod like this, it makes the Empire pretty badass. It doesn't go above and beyond in terms of ruining anything either. Obviously you could see the dwarves still don't have a cavalry. It does add a monster unit though, which is pretty cool. And I would definitely recommend this mod. If you are waiting for the patch to come out, new little free LC or DLC, I would definitely install this. This is literally an amazing mod. It overhauls all the spells, your amount of mana you have, so you're able to use the magic that you bring. You have to be wise though. You can just use all your magic at once. You can space it out. You do have a set amount of mana, but they seem to give it to you all up front, in my opinion, or at least they start you out with a big pool. The economy is one thing you must be aware of. In the vanilla version of this mod, Radious, the economies have been vastly modified for every faction, so your enemies have a lot more armies on the battlefield and you are able to have a lot more armies on the battlefield. This is fun, but my playstyle, and I wanted the economy a little bit more restricted, almost a little bit more towards, meet in the middle between vanilla and the mod. So they have submods for this mod and a lot of submods. One of them is increase upkeep by 40%. That's the one that I use that balances out the economy where you have a much more normal number of army units on the map and your enemy has slightly more army units on the map. And this balances out well because you as the player have all the advantages of utilizing all sorts of tactics, real world formations, real, Alexander the Great army tactics and Sun Tzu's The Art of War. Whereas the AI, just for the most part, fights, and they do pretty good. You, with these new troops, with real-world tactics, you could really kick some butt out there. So, with the 40% increase of upkeep, I feel it makes it where you can have like 3 to 4 armies on average, mid-game, 2 to 3 early game, and I haven't really got to super late game yet in any of my campaigns because I've been trying out different factions. And your enemies, it's been pretty good. I would try that out, but there's a whole bunch of submods. You can really tweak this thing how you want it. The biggest complaints from people out there, passionate people that love Total War, they love Warhammer separately, and combined they love either vanilla, units, balancing, or they like their own different mods, people that are mod fanatics like myself. I like them all. I like all mods. But for now, this one I've been really enjoying until like SFO comes out fully for Warhammer 3. That's another big overhaul mod that adds a bunch of stuff to the campaign. I would definitely try this out. I may even try this out on stream one day. Definitely follow my Twitch. I'll be streaming on YouTube more also. So, make sure that bell icon is clicked. And let me know what you think about this mod if you've tried it. A lot of people either love this mod or hate this mod because there are some balancing issues with certain units, certain factions. But it's really outweighed, in my opinion, when this adds so much to certain factions from the older games or even the new games like the Ogres, who are a little bit forgotten right now and waiting for some more DLC and free DLC to come out. Highly recommended. Let me know what you think. Thank you for watching.